I thought I'd make a video discussing the issues with the Challenger 2F and why I don't really believe it's a 10.7 tank. Now, there are many tanks in this game that probably don't just belong with the battle rating, but I think we should cover this one. Now, I'm going to compare it to probably the two best 10.7 tanks. So we have the 2A6 and the M1A2. Now, there's poorer firepower than both. It has much worse survivability than both. It's slower than both. Its turret armor is good, but it has a much bigger weakness right here than the 2A6. If I remember rightly, if I show you it versus DM53, DM53 will not go through any of this, but it will start to go through about there. So it will go through the Challenger's turret from there all the way out to here. That's a very large portion of the turret where you can be penned. Even at this angle, you can go through here and you can kill the gunner and the commander, even down here. It's not a strong turret. You may think it is, but it isn't. And as far as I'm aware, even the BMP-2M, the squadron vehicle, its ATGM can go through all of this. So it's not actually that good of a hold-down tank. Once you couple it with its very, very, very mediocre round, I don't see what this does. My one isn't quite spaded, but it's pretty close. And as you can see, it's got 300 horsepower less than the M1A2. And yeah, it weighs more. I really just don't see the point in this tank being a 10.7. Where does it stack up? It simply doesn't. Okay, it's a purpose-built hold-down sniping tank. It doesn't have the best turret in the game. In my opinion, the 2A6 is a much better turret because it's a flatter turret, it's a narrower turret, it's got a narrower breach. You do sacrifice 2 degrees of gun depression, but big whoop. Like that is so minor. The 2A6 is also faster, so it gets to better positions quicker. It also has better survivability because you can empty the hull of ammo. I mean, Russian tanks don't have bad survivability. Look at this. Jesus Christ. I mean, it's utterly insane. Yeah, I really don't see how this belongs at 10.7. I would really like to see Gaijin do something about it. In my opinion, this could go to 10.0. This could go to 10.3. That's where that should be. Or you've got to upgrade this to like L28A1, something really extremely powerful. I don't know if this Mantler is true to real life. It probably is. If so, then as someone who did engineering at college, what the fuck were they thinking? A 200mm rolled homogeneous armor plate. That by modern day standards is paper thin. I mean, I don't know what the 2A6 has, but whatever it has a much narrower. Yeah, you see, you have this external composite armor with nearer elements that's 400mm thick. You then have this little flap in front of it. You then have these two either side, which are 650mm thick. You then go into. It's very hard for me to show. So that's the internal. You have the external. You have these two massive plates over it. It baffles me that Gaijin think this is equivalent to the 2A6 and the M1A2.